So,
Sean, thanks.
Yeah.
If you're saying one of the priorities is to see a regime change in Syria, how far is the president willing to go to see Bashar al-Assad out of power there?
so just to be clear, I don't think you can't imagine a stable and peaceful Syria with Assad as in charge. I don't think that's a scenario that's possible. But I think that the first step in that has to be to make sure that the region and Syria in particular are stable. You can't have ISIS marching through Syria and then worry mostly about who's in charge right now. We've got to make sure that first and foremost, in terms of our national security, I think it was Brian's question at the beginning, our national security is the first and foremost reason that we have to act. And as ISIS is proliferating and chemicals of mass destruction are on the rise there, we've got to contain that. Then once that's done, I think we can apply political, economic, and diplomatic pressure for regime change. Now they can work in tandem. I'm not trying to, but the bottom line is the first priority is still the containment of ISIS and the conflicts that are occurring.
And is the red line, just to clarify, the red line for this White House chemical warfare, is conventional warfare enough to get the president to go further there than this White House has gone before?
Look, I think the president has been very clear that there are a number of lines that were crossed last week. He's not going to sit down. We saw that in the last administration. They drew these red lines, and then the red lines were run over. I don't think you're going to see the same play. I think what not just Syria, but the world saw last week is a president that is going to act decisively and proportionally and with justification when it comes to actions like that. I mean, and I will tell you, the answer is that if you gas a baby, if you put a barrel bomb in to innocent people, I think you will see a response from this president. That is unacceptable. And I think the rest of the world. I think, look, one of the things that I don't want to start doing, Cecilia, is say, if you do this, this is the reaction that you're going to get. The president's made very clear throughout his time in the campaign, through the transition and now as president, that he's not going to telegraph a response to every corresponding action, because that just tells the opposition or the enemy what you're going to do and whether or not that response is worth taking. The president's going to be very clear that he's going to keep his cards close to the vest, but make no mistake, he will act.